Good evening, everyone, Rasmussen Travels followers and fellow wanderers. This is try number 2 of the initial podcast and live stream of Rasmussen Travels Talks Live. I apologize for last week's technical difficulties. We still haven't got everything up and running, so we're doing it on Facebook for now, but I still will have the video on YouTube and the podcast available tomorrow for download as well. Also, Jeff, my partner, was not able to be here tonight. He is busy doing other things, so he will not be part of this take 2. Rasmussen Travels is a traditional travel agency. It offers everything that you would find in a traditional travel agency, such as a cruise, a vacation package, or just a simple hotel stay. If you want to go to Chicago for a weekend, we can set that up. Just the hotel. We don't need to give you the airfare. And a great thing about Rasmussen Travels is that as long as I can get you that hotel, most of the time I don't need to charge a service fee. It's very rare that I actually do. It does happen, but those circumstances in which I charge a service fee is extremely rare. And if you get a hotel, most often than not, you're not going to get a service fee. I am the face of Rasmussen Travels. My name is Alex. I started Rasmussen Travels about 2 years ago, and I started it as a pet project with my wife and my friend Jeff. Another thing that Rasmussen Travels offers is that if you complete a trip that initially costs $1,500 or more, we will offer a $25 to $50 rebate when you get back. And if you also refer someone, once they complete a trip of $1,500 or more, they will get an additional, and you yourself will get an additional $25 to $50 rebate back on your trip. Rasmussen Travels started as it grew out of my love for traveling and road tripping and seeing the world. My friend Jeff, who was here last week, it really started with him and I. We were just one day playing video games, as all young men will do occasionally. We were playing video games, and I turned to him and said, "Hey, want to go to New York?" So we just started driving to New York. We didn't even realize we were actually driving to New York until we were halfway through Indiana. That's when we realized, yeah, this is actually happening. We had a lot of fun. We've done plenty of random road trips since then, and then I met Jordan, my wife, and she started joining us on these random road trips to nowhere. It started to happen. Then I decided to create a blog on these random wanders, as I called it. And I started to blog on these adventures, and after the blog started to take off, some of my friends and family came up to me and they started asking me on how to book these trips themselves. So I looked in on how to become a travel agent, and found out it was rather simple and became a travel agent. Then I left my job at State Farm, and I do this full time. This allows me to see the world and then share my experiences with you, and also hopefully inspire you to see the world as well. You can also join on these random vacations that I go on, we offer tours in which I'm gonna go on these trips, and I'll sell you a seat to come with me. Some of the biggest trips that we have going on this summer is that we're going to go to the Pacific Northwest, and we will visit Yellowstone on the way there. We'll stop and spend about a week in Seattle, or half a week in Seattle, half a week in Vancouver, and visit the national parks on the way back as well. And hopefully even visit the Star Trek Museum in Fulton, Canada, which seems really cool. Also, we're going to go to New Orleans and spend a week in New Orleans and go on the steamboat Natchez for dinner one of the nights and have a wonderful river cruise with jazz accompanying the dinner. We're also going to go to Toronto and spend a week in Toronto. And if you go on the tours page and you don't see anything that you want to go on, but you still want to come on a Rasmussen Travels tour, reach out and talk to me. The team of Rasmussen Travel Tour Guides is growing. Chances are we can build a custom tour just for you that you would rather go on, and we'll take you. Just 2 weeks ago, we went to Florida doing that very same thing. We'll have the details on that trip on the next podcast. And if there's anything else that you would like to know, feel free to reach out to me through the Rasmussen Travels page. And I hope to hear from you guys again. Enjoy your evening and have a wonderful day.